everybody. Dustin, here on Santa Clarita's hometown station, AM 1220, KHTS. I have a special guest here today, Margaret Townsend. What was the name of your company, Margaret?
Animal and Insect Pest Management.
Animal and Insect Pest Management. And I just came from a good friend of mine, Dwayne's house, and we're working on some electrical because those little critters were gnawing on the wire in the attic, and he's got some shorts. I'm not talking about swimming shorts. I'm talking about, electrical shorts, which could cause a fire. So tell me a little bit about what you do. There's openings into the attic and stuff like that. What do you do? First, we got to get rid of them. Then we got to get rid of their droppings because that can cause...
Yes. Initially, you want to make sure you do not want to bait first. First, you want to determine what are you dealing with. Any gnawings on wiring, things like that, wood. I mean, it could come from rats. It can come from raccoons. It can come from various pests. So you got to first determine what are you dealing with.
But they're not pets. They're rodents.
Well, rodents are pests.
Oh,
pests, not pets.
I thought you said
pests.
pets. Sorry. Let me adjust my hearing aid here. Okay, so got it.
Once you know what you're dealing with, we'll determine which direction you need to go. If it's rats, you're going to want to go in with a rat trapping. First and foremost, do not put bait in. A lot of people think it's simple just to throw up some bait in the attic and take care of the problem, but then you're dealing with the smells and odors from the carcasses.
Yeah.
So that's not a good way to handle it. So make sure you're always trapping first. If it is raccoons, you've got to deal with it in a different manner than what you're going to do with rats. Rats are probably the most simplest thing to deal with. And get onto your attic and then look for those openings, which can be as small as a size of a quarter. So you really have to search for the holes that you can get excluded. Do not close those up until you know you got all of the rats onto the attic first.
Oh, so what do? You call the Pied Piper in, or how do you get rid of them?
Well, hopefully you call a reputable pest control company.
Would that be like Animal and Insect Pest Management, Inc.?
It would definitely be animal, or you can call us AIPM, which makes it a little bit easier, and like us on Facebook at myaipm.com.
Okay, well, I know you're in my business group, the Santa Clarita Valley Business Group, the oldest and largest business group in this valley. You just got in.
Yes, I am one of the new members, and I'm loving it.
But your office is in Thousand Oaks, so you must be doing a lot of work out here.
Yes, we do majority of our work in the Santa Clarita area. We've been doing work probably since the 1980s. As a sister company, and I purchased in 2006, and I had worked for that company for years. So.
Oh, cool. Well, welcome to Santa Clarita. So, if I have these critters in my attic, they can also get in the walls.
Yes, and sometimes you will find that the homes were not built properly, and the fire breaks were not put in. So you're dealing with even more of a mess because a rat can easily go up and down between the 2x4s, and you're hearing noises behind your bed headboard when you're sleeping at night. A lot of people get concerned. They're afraid that they're going to possibly, chew through the walls. If there's something on the outside or a beginning of a hole, they might. So you don't want to wait. You want to make sure you're doing what needs to be done and take care of the problem. If you hear noises, we provide free inspections. Don't hesitate to give us a call. We can come out, take a look at it, and let you know what we're finding, so that we then know what the next step could be.
Okay, I know that we're putting in Ricardo from our group relocated a air conditioner condensing unit for us, ran new refrigerant lines, and we have a new flashing. And the inspector from the city, rightfully so, said, you need to block that out so they can't get in. And that's true. They come in right through that little flashing. It's like an 1.5-inch hole in the back of your house where your air conditioning is. And people try and use that insulfoam stuff, And that doesn't do it. They crawl
They'll-
right through that.
They'll gnaw right through that, and that we know is that's their freeway system. You're letting them. It's like turn that green light on.
Mm.
If you don't close those up, or underneath plumbing, underneath your sinks, that's another entry point where they're coming in and into the home.
Yeah.
But yeah, you want to make sure that gets closed off, and if you're going to do it yourself, you want to make sure you are mixing something in with that foam in order to prevent.
Well, we
them.
put steel wool in there because I heard they don't like that. Is that true?
I would recommend copper wool because over years steel wool will rust. So then you're having to do it again.
Same deal. Okay.
Yeah, but they
That's a good
can
point.
they can chew through wet concrete. They can chew through all sorts. So if you're even looking at, some people will go in with concrete depending on the situation, but they can. If you've got a lot going in and out and you didn't do the first step of taking care of the problem first, you're going to have them
They'll
go
make
through.
their way through. Yeah,
Yes.
they're like
Yes,
those guys
yes.
in prison. They get out sometimes. Okay, so you got this note here about tearing up my backyard. I noticed. I'm going to make it quick, but real quick, the little dirt piles I see on my grass. What's that from?
If they're actually dirt mounds,
Yeah.
we're dealing with gophers.
Those
If
little
they're
gophers,
actually lawns being pulled back or little divots in the grass, we're dealing with a couple other species that we can go into if you'd like.
I think we should cover those. But you take care of all those
Yes.
darn things.
Yes, we
those
do
Those cute
all.
little critters.
Yes, we do. And again, you've got to have us out so that we can do the inspection. And inspection is one of the most important things when you have a pest problem. You've got to know what you're dealing with first and foremost. Otherwise, you can spend a lot of money taking care of a problem that doesn't exist.
Okay, and you also take care of termites and stuff like that too?
We have a sister company that we will recommend for termites, but we
Okay. All right, well, we'll get back to that in a minute. We're going to take a break. This is Randall Winter with Santa Clarita's Hometown Station, AM 1220.